Hey friends, and welcome back to Old Mill Homestead. So we're getting ready to walk outside. I've been in and out all day, which is why I still have my glasses on. We are getting the garden ready. So this is our first ever garden. I'm so excited. We are going to till. If you're not familiar or haven't been here before, this has been farmland for over 200 years, so it's had cattle mostly and some horses on it. We've already tested the soil and it looks good, so we need to get it tilled. Again, it's never been tilled. We'll probably do the no-till method after, but we'll do whatever works best for our situation and the ground. So Nick is gonna mow it first just so we can get a visual of where we're gonna space it out, and I'm doing the audio in here because we had tornadoes come through the area yesterday, so it's still very windy outside. The tornadoes did not hit our town. They hit all surrounding, a few of the surrounding towns, but it's still very windy, so you're not going to be able to hear me. All of this will be a voiceover because again, you're not going to be able to hear me with the wind. It is whipping pretty good, y'all. I'm so excited to get this garden going. I can't wait. I need to get my onions planted. So I'm going to take you outside, show you where we're starting. Nick's going to mow it. I'll show you a little bit of clip of that, and then we're going to show tilling it and getting it ready to go. Let's go outside. Miss Java and Mr. Rue. So we're strategically placing the garden right outside their area. I've set that poor little swing up I don't know how many times, but the wind is whipping so hard. It's knocked it over. It's almost ripped my flag over. You can kind of see the flag just vaguely there blowing in the wind. It is some serious wind, and it was really actually interesting trying to work out here today. I'll show you a picture here in just a second of just how severe the wind is after this tornado moved out. So I'm not sure if you can see just how tall the field is at the moment, and he's already mowed this area once. So we're just trying to get the grass down as low as we can so that then we can go in and get the area tilled. This soil turned out so pretty. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. So again, he's just mowing here until we can get everything settled. All right, so he's almost done, and you can now see the outline of where the garden's going to be versus where the field is. All right, guys, here we go. The first garden, first time tilling. So excited. just to watch this process unfold has been incredibly relaxing, and a sense of accomplishment, and just a sense of, I can't even really explain it, joy. Just super, super happy that this is taking place. We have a lot of work, and I'm glad that he's able to till this for me. I think once it gets tilled the initial time that I would be able to help some. But that tiller is, I think, from the 70s, maybe even longer, older than that. And so sometimes it's a little harder to manage than others. But yeah, he's definitely getting the job done, and I couldn't be more appreciative. I think in all, it took us most of this day to get the field tilled. Now, we did have to stop. That tiller overheated. We had just got it back from the shop, and it ended up overheating. And so we did have to stop and let it rest. But we also had a birthday party to go to in the middle of this. So when we came back, he worked on it again. And then we actually went into the next day. We got up, he worked on that. I mowed the yard and around the field, and then we actually got some stuff planted. So I'm pretty thrilled that we are finally getting this dream to come true. This tiller is a great tiller, but it is a beast. So we might have to invest in a tiller next year. Again, we're trying to take things step by step, one thing at a time, not get over ambitious and go into debt, right? To spend money so that we can have good fruit, nice fresh eggs. It's all a balancing act, really. This land, we've talked about it before. It's been in Nick's family for generations and generations and generations. And it's had cattle on it for over 200 years. It had horses on it for probably 8. So it's really nice, fertile, good land to work with. And we're truly blessed to have it. Right in there is where I'm showing you where we're going to build kind of a pergola and a rain catchment system. We got the barrels off of Facebook Marketplace for free, and we're going to build a little rain catchment system to help water the garden right where the little swing that Nick bought me the other day. So I'm tickled pink. Right here is a sinkhole, and that's why we're stopping short. We might expand the garden over this way at some point, but for now, I think we have plenty. We're going to have 7 full rows. That's where I would like to put the greenhouse at some point, but I think for now we're good. We have 7 full rows, all that length that you saw him work in the ground. We're gonna have flowers and tomatoes. I think right now I have about 100 tomato starts, and then I've got some green peppers, bell peppers. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Just the beautiful things. It's just amazing to see things grow and see things, your dreams kind of come to life, because I told you in the seed haul video that I'll be tickled to get 1 tomato out of this garden. It's just a process, and I'm going to give myself grace. If you mess up, friends, if I mess up, it's okay. That doesn't mean you're not successful at it. It means you still have things to learn. When we got this project done, we looked back and thought we should have done XYZ. It's just a learning process. It's just getting knowledge, but you never get to that point if you don't start. You just have to put one foot in front of the other and do it. You can do it. You can have a garden. It certainly does not have to be at this scale, but ideally we would like to expand. I like the idea of being able to give eggs and give vegetables and give fruit and give food to friends and families and people that need it. Y'all, I can't adequately describe how windy it is outside. So we have a lot going on today. Thankfully, Nick has taken over the tilling chores. Actually, he's been doing that the whole time. He didn't take it over, but you know what I mean. I am getting laundry done, getting the plants taken care of. I'll take you in there in just a second and show you all of the lusciousness in there. And getting ready to get lunch started. We have a birthday party to go to, one of our little nephews. And so we have a lot going on today. This, I thought y'all would think is funny. It is so windy. It keeps blowing over that little rocker that Nick got me. He surprised me with that a couple days ago. I had had my eye on one of those for a while, and he surprised me with that, which was pretty cool. Keeps blowing that over. I brought my fan in. The wind is real, so a lot going on. Might have got a little over ambitious that we were gonna get it all done today, but we'll see how far we get. It's making progress, right? Every day's progress. Let me take you in the room and I'll show you all of the plants. Okay, so here is our current plant situation. Like I said, we don't have a lot of space and we are, whoops, clearly running out of room. So all of the red solo cups that you see, and they go all the way back to the windowsill. I don't know if you can see all the way back there. All of the red solo cups are varieties of tomatoes. And then in here, I had a major fail on my green peppers and my peppers period. So I replanted. We are getting some growth in there, which is nice. But I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle to grow any kind of pepper for me, but I'm doing okay on the tomatoes. So obviously we're going to share some of these with our neighbors and family and friends, but I wanted to show y'all how it's going. I transplanted most all of these. I still have this tray here that I need to transplant, but today is not going to happen today. So, and then, so we've got 6 grow lights, 3 here and 3 down here. The heating pads are down under the peppers and under these groups of tomatoes. We've got a little fan blowing on them just to kind of simulate the wind. And yeah, that's what it's looking like. Look at this, friends. Look at those rows. So like I said, we're planning on getting 7. He's still working on it. I think we had come in for lunch at this point and we were kind of taking just a little break to get some nourishment and get some fluids so that we could keep going. But yeah, he's already got it separated. Now we'll change this here in just a second and I'll be back in a minute to explain that. So I went inside for like a second. I come back out and he is barefoot tilling the garden. He had asked me to bring him some different shoes. Apparently the dirt kept going in his boots and then he was standing on the dirt in his boot, but I didn't get that memo until I came back out and wanted to know what he was doing. So what we decided is we're going to till all of it. So we're going to till all the ground and then we'll make our paths. We'll make our garden beds. We'll have kind of a mounded garden bed with pathways in between. So we decided just to go ahead and till it all, get it all tilled together, and then we'll come back and see how that works out. But yeah, he's doing an absolutely amazing job, and I just love him so much for doing all this. Able to share with our community, and honestly, just being a blessing to someone, and they don't ask for it. You're just there. You're just being a blessing. That's the point of this garden. I want to be able to have enough food for our family, meaning Nick and I and the chickens and the goats, as well as his family, his mom and dad, my dad, our families, our neighbors, our friends, and then branch out to other people that actually need it. You know, the dream down the road would be to have all of that and still be able to maybe do a little fruit and vegetable stand here on the property, where people can come by and get fruits and vegetables and eggs, and who knows what it could expand to. That's the long-term dream. That may be next year, it may be 10 years from now, but that's the dream. That's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to be able to live off our land. We're wanting to be able to provide healthy options for friends and family and for ourselves, and canning and preserving. And then we want to be able to help others. And then it would be nice if we could supplement a little bit of the cost with selling some of that. So that in itself is a huge process. People in need for fresh fruits and vegetables and eggs it's huge. It's huge in a lot of different places, and I think we kind of take that for granted, right? That everyone has a grocery store they can just run to, and that's actually not the case. So it's just a learning process, and just something that we have dreams and visions, and hopefully they come to fruition. But we'll see how it goes. We're, you know, one step at a time, first garden ever, so we're walking through the process. I might get a kick out of this. I just cleaned this front door glass yesterday, and the dogs left me some art to enjoy. Look at that, guys. It looks amazing. I'm so excited. We still have some work to do, and we still have some more to go, so let's keep moving forward. All right, we are back from the birthday party, and like I said, we still have more to go. So Nick again is out there tilling and tilling away. We're almost there. We still have a few more things to do. It's actually going to push us into the next day. Look at that amazing, beautiful sunset. It just doesn't get any better than this, friends. It just doesn't. It's just perfect. I cannot describe to you how excited we are to get this garden. I mean, just, it might not look like a lot to you guys. There's Miss Crow saying hello. She always comes and visits whenever we're outside. But yeah, I'm just tickled pink that we're getting this done. Such a blessing to be able to do it, to have the equipment to do it, and just keep going, keep moving forward. And I'm just tickled. Okay, here we go. This is the next day. We came out. We finished tilling. Nick did. I mowed. We staked the ground so we could tell where our rows are going to be. And then we're rowing it up, basically just pushing it to the middle. So we have a little bit of a mound there. I did manage to get some onions planted. We are not expected to get another frost. Typically, our last frost date is around April 20th. I've been keeping a close eye on the weather. We're not expected to get another one. I think the onions will be fine if we do. The rest of the things we won't transplant, obviously, until after our potential last frost date. And again, we'll keep a close eye on the weather. Look at that, y'all. It is absolutely amazing. I am just so happy and thrilled with all of the progress in the garden today. Friends, thanks for joining us on this journey. Super excited for my first garden ever, and we still have a lot of work to do out there, but I just wanted to show that process so you could kind of see what we were starting with versus where we want to go with it in years to come. So we will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.